The return of my Coin Lady channel brings me much joy. Has it begun to be enjoyable? This is the essence of a bull run, after all, jumping on the bandwagon early and frequently. As far as XRP is concerned, it is the case. Additionally, I believe that XRP is going to experience unprecedented increases if we can achieve three very basic goals. While I can't promise anything, I can assure you that we will receive at least two of them, but if we receive all three, chaos ensues. Before we get into those three value drivers, let's jump into this. Looking at the market as a whole, Bitcoin is hovering around 90,000, which is not much different from yesterday. On the other hand, XRP was trading at 95 cents when I made that video, now it's at $1.13. Our 7-day gain was more than 100%, and we reached a high of almost $1.20. It was just unexpectedly rapid expansion. At first, I assumed we would have to hold off until the new year. This is fantastic. Let XRP stand on its own 2 feet. And once again, I believe these three factors will be huge signs that XRP is going to skyrocket if we begin to see them collapse. Regardless, I believe it will outperform the majority of your main coins moving future, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, BNB, and XRP, which is simply incredibly cheap. At last, this post is finally cracking. It has been reported that Charles Hoskinson would be traveling to Washington, D.C., in the near future with the intention of passing crypto legislation within the next 6 to 9 months. For that reason, I find this quite intriguing, as the beginning of a crypto bull run is typically when we see it. After a while, things calm down, people start to think it's over, and then something happens where things really start to go crazy. It's usually where you get your wild blow off. The previous bull was a touch offbeat, but that's normal. Very high. The last leg of this crypto born really enormous may happen if crypto legislation is passed within the next 6, 7, or 8 months, or something along those lines. Prepare to be amazed. I mean, at long last we're receiving move. This way a bit. You know, all it takes is for a small meme, like the one with the guy prodding and saying, "Come on, do something," to go viral. To be fair, we've reached the 2-cent mark now. The prices aren't going to make you rich, but they're definitely heading in the right way. Moreover, realize this. Things that have value and substance will run out of steam in due time. A game similar to whack-a-mole could be described. The value of your cryptocurrency might skyrocket at any moment. When we return to the 4-cent range, though, I believe things will start to heat up. After then, things can start to heat up. And this is similar to a mid-runner in certain ways. In my opinion, some of the first coins will actually show profits. Even if people will be sleeping on Flare, it will start. Additionally, I anticipate a great deal of curiosity on yield, bearing, staking, delegation, and DeFi. And there are a plethora of value drivers for Flare in this. As a result, Flare will surpass. It could be a great investment for you. Refer to Crypto, good morning. His performance on Twitter is excellent. Just so you know, you should totally follow this man. A great deal of recent news. Will XRP surpass Solana in market cap? Asks one of your top X posters. This is the point, he continues. In order for XRP to surpass Solana's present market worth, it must reach $1.92. These aren't fixed goals, and I suppose it makes little difference whether it surpasses Solana or not. Still, I have a feeling it will, because to XRP's extreme undervaluation. I too believe that Solana will rise much from its current position. In my opinion, XRP will eventually surpass it, and by the event's conclusion, it will have the 3rd highest market cap. What follows is Ada's excellent remark: there has been no public outcry over the possibility of selecting Clayton as New York's Attorney General. For whatever reason, we seem unconcerned about these two things. First and foremost, he has no connection to the SEC or the Southern District of New York, where many financial and cryptocurrency cases are brought. Is it possible that this individual might disrupt the cryptocurrency market? Yes, in my opinion, he could. In contrast to Gary Gensler, He did not generally sue everyone while he was chairman of the SEC. He didn't cause mayhem throughout this entire area. In our view, the XRP investor is a reincarnation of Satan, but I believe it is all in the past. Not being a big fan of Jay Clayton, I'm not really concerned about him. I would prefer it if he would just leave and never return, but I also understand that he is free to do as he pleases in New York. We won't be affected. With this train, there's no turning back. It seems like this scammer's detective is making fun of the way XRP's price is going right now. It claims that XRP is only down 65% from its all-time high after pumping in the past several days. Is Old Yeller up to the task of finding every coin? This is, more precisely, the initial stage. I predict a steep decline from the all-time high, and that's a massive market cap. I believe that XRP will achieve new all-time highs and tremendous growth percentages during this bull run. It's only a matter of time, though, so people may joke and laugh all they want. No matter how much fun people have, your investment should really increase in value. For the whole of this bull run, this is a crucial point. And I must admit, I am not bothered by such matters. As is, so is. Alright, let's examine this. These three factors are what we should be watching closely for in terms of XRP's potential for growth, in my opinion. Before anything else, this is the final stage of the SEC appeal, and it can take a while. That Gensler must first resign is the main reason I suggest it might take a while. Someone new needs to be confirmed. At this juncture, and I believe they will genuinely establish the tone for the incoming SEC. Although I've read that the interim head of the SEC may decide to dismiss several cases, I believe that the Ripple case is the most logical to pursue next, given that a judge has previously ruled on this matter. There's little use in pursuing an appeal if you wish to avoid coming seen as antagonistic towards cryptocurrency. Both parties are able to accept this conclusion. Take care of your finances. That, in my opinion, is what will transpire in this situation. Even if that doesn't happen, we're still hoping to get it done by the second half of 2025, when the bull run is expected to resume. The spelling of launch is all over the place. We can attempt to rectify that to some extent. The second item to keep an eye out for is the launch of the integration of RL, USD, and AM. To begin, there are ripples. That stablecoin needs to be launched. All of us are eagerly anticipating. In order to proceed with all of their licenses, they are awaiting approval from regulatory compliance. But eventually, it will happen. You can count on that, as it appears that the AM update to the XRP ledger is nearing completion, enabling you to use the leading stablecoin in those pools. Growth, adoption, and on-chain liquidity will all be boosted by it. Because it is the fundamental worth of the blockchain, I consider it the most important of all of these. Does anyone use it? Do you know if it's producing value? Those two, in particular,